All right, let's just get right into it. If you're a professional who feels like all your hard work is just disappearing into thin air, then this is for you. This is your new playbook. We're going to move past the old advice of just work harder and get into working smarter so you can finally get the recognition you've actually earned.
So does this sound familiar? You're putting in the hours, you're doing great work, but when it comes to the big projects, the promotions, or even just getting credit for your ideas, it feels like you're wearing an invisibility cloak. I mean, it is such a frustrating place to be, and it can really start to chip away at your confidence.
And look, you're not imagining things. This is a real thing people talk about, the invisible employee problem. It's that nagging feeling that no matter what you do, your contributions just aren't landing with the people who make the decisions.
And this really is the heart of it, isn't it? You're playing by all the old rules. You're dedicated, you're productive, your ideas are good, but somehow they get ignored. Or, and this is the worst, someone else ends up taking the credit. This isn't just annoying, it's a total career roadblock. But what if the problem isn't your work ethic at all? What if it's your strategy? This is where we need to make a really fundamental change in our thinking. It's not about working harder. It is all about shifting how you are perceived at work.
Now take a look at this because this contrast is everything. The wrong strategy, the one that keeps you stuck, is just putting your head down, working harder, and passively hoping someone will notice. The right strategy, it's active. It's about deliberately and strategically managing how people see you. It's a huge shift from hope to a concrete plan.
So how in the world do you actually do that? Well, not with guesswork. You do it with a specific set of tools. We're about to walk through 7 strategic tools that are designed to systematically make you more visible and, frankly, more valuable.
Yeah, think of these 7 tools as your step-by-step guide out of that invisibility cloak. Every single one is a real action you can take, starting today, to begin changing that whole narrative.
Okay, our very first tool is called the visibility audit. Look, before you can change how you're seen, you need to get a grip on reality. This is all about gathering the hard data, the undeniable proof of the value you're already bringing every single day. That's the foundation we're going to build on. Coming in at number 2, the weekly wins email. Now, this is such a powerful habit. It's not just about telling people what you did without sounding like you're bragging. It's also for you. It helps rebuild your own confidence by constantly reminding you of your own value.
Our third tool is this really fascinating little psychological trick called the small yes. It's a super simple technique for building rapport with your boss. It kind of gets them to unconsciously see you in a more positive light, which makes them way more open to your bigger ideas later on.
Tool number 4 is all about the power of your words. We are going to kill invisible language. What does that mean? It means getting rid of those weak, hesitant phrases that just kill your authority and replacing them with confident, clear language that actually commands respect.
Fifth, we have the one big thing morning. This is a productivity habit, but it's got a perception twist. It helps transform you from just another person with a long to-do list into the go-to problem solver, the one who actually takes on the company's biggest challenges. Number 6 is a really powerful interpersonal tool, strategic mirroring. This is about subtly, adapting to your boss's communication style, like their pace, their vocabulary. It builds this kind of unconscious connection that just makes all your interactions go a whole lot smoother.
And our final tool, number 7, is the quick turnaround challenge. This is a super high impact strategy. It's for strategically showing off your speed and your efficiency, proving you're a top performer in a way that is literally impossible to ignore.
Okay, so that was the whirlwind tour of the toolkit. Now let's dive a little deeper into a few of them, just so you can see how they work in the real world. Let's start with that first one, the visibility audit. For 1 week, that's it, just 7 days, you're going to be a data collector on yourself. You'll track 3 things: every task you finish, every problem-solving email you send, and every single time you go above and beyond what your job description says. The goal here is just to document, no judgment.
And this quote, man, it just says it all, doesn't it? Your hard work doesn't always speak for itself. You need the receipts. Once you have that objective proof of what you do, you suddenly have the power to change the conversation, and more importantly, to change how you're perceived.
Now just look at how simple this is. The small yes is not about asking for some huge favor. It's a tiny, easy request. But the psychology here is fascinating. When someone does a small favor for you, their brain kind of justifies it by deciding it must like you. It's a really small action that has a huge psychological payoff.
This one is another total game changer. Just listen to the difference. Well, I just thought maybe we could.
Sounds so hesitant, right? But I recommend we do this. Or here's my solution. That communicates confidence and ownership. This isn't about being aggressive, it's about being authoritative.
Now, I know it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, my boss is just difficult, or they just don't like me. But let's take a second to look at the reality of the situation, because it's usually a lot more nuanced than that.
And this right here is such a crucial reframe. Most of the time, you are not dealing with a villain from a movie. You're dealing with a perception problem. Your boss is probably completely overwhelmed, stressed out, and distracted. They aren't intentionally ignoring you, they literally just aren't seeing you. And you know what the good news is? A perception problem is totally fixable.
So, with this new way of looking at things and this new toolkit in your back pocket, you now have a clear path forward. A path that takes you from being overlooked to becoming absolutely indispensable.
I really want you to let this sink in. Feeling invisible was never about your worth or your ability. It was just about your strategy. That old, passive, hopeful approach, it just wasn't cutting it. But today, you have an active, strategic path forward. You are in control now. So I guess the final question is for you. Are you going to stay stuck, just hoping things change all on their own? Or are you going to take these tools and deliberately build the reputation and the career that you know you deserve? The choice is yours, and the path starts right now.